Hi, this is Mark, and I am doing my reading from the Golden Present Daily Inspirational Readings by Sri Swami Satchidananda. I'm getting to share this from the 13th floor of an office space downtown here in San Francisco. That cool building that I love behind me, and this amazing deck. We had a nice practice in the sun, and this is a reading for September 19th. Topic is real freedom. Happiness never comes from outside. Only when you are not depending on anything from outside for your happiness are you totally independent. You may live in a free country, but you are not free until and unless you free yourself from ignorance. National freedom is not the real freedom. You are not even free to change lanes as you want. If you don't give the proper signal before you change lanes, you will hear the police siren coming behind you. Can you say that you are really free? Real freedom comes only when you know your true nature. Well, the main element of this that has been a spiritual teaching for me for a number of years is this idea about happiness being something that's not on the outside, that is a lasting experience, but it's that happiness that dwells within. And it's only when we can tap into that inner connection to that happiness that we recognize that it's an everlasting resource. But typically, I know what I've done and tend to do in some areas still, and many of us do, is we believe that if we can just get this thing to happen, or just get this connection, or buy this thing, or get this degree, or etc., that's going to bring us happiness. But I don't want to negate that, reaching for things in the outside world, that they're not useful. I think a lot of times being able to have that experience in the material realm, eventually I think we recognize and can tap sort of a lower level of understanding of what this happiness should feel like. But as it says in the yogic philosophy, ultimately all the things in the outside world are going to eventually go away. They're going to change. They're going to even lead to becoming things that are painful for us because they all go away. We lose them. We lose our relationship to them because our bodies change, our minds change. So when we can build that muscle of being able to connect with our inner happiness, that makes us less dependent on the outside world, the material world, to be able to satisfy that deep inner longing. And it feels for me that can be sometimes confusing to know, well, what's the inner longing versus just desire in general. And that's why I feel like I need a practice of some kind that helps to calm my mind, that helps to bring me to a place of peace and serenity, even if it's just for a short time every day, so that I can come back into that knowingness, that understanding about what is true for me. It's in that quiet time, in that solitude of introspection or connecting with some other resource other than my ego or my own mind, connecting in with breath, which for me helps me shift into a connection with it would be whatever God is for each of us, that sense of a higher power, divine intelligence, universal energy, nature. It's like when you go out into nature, you're in this environment where you just are surrounded by a natural environment, and it helps you feel grounded. So similar things happen when we go into that inner space of meditation, that inner space of quiet, that inner landscape. And you feel, okay, now I know why I'm here, or why I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing so I can have these moments. Maybe some of us, we work hard so we can get out in nature, because that's those moments where we feel that connection, where everything feels in balance. And I feel that similar thing when I practice. And in there, the topic, real freedom, when we can tap into that, that's when those inner messages come forward. We have a little bit more of a sense of what should be the next right action for ourselves. What's the next right response to things from this material world or outside world? What's the next inspiration for me to take the next right action? And then we learn, was this right? All right, thanks for watching. I hope this was useful, and I'll see you tomorrow.